Hey guys, my name is Donnie and welcome to my workshop. Join me on another episode of Working on the Jaguar. Welcome back guys. Today I'm going to continue on the cockpit area of this Jaguar, and more specifically I'm going to focus on cutting out these holes where the driver and passenger goes, and then I'm going to see if I can do the rear supports where the back goes and maybe even rivet this thing into position finally. Now guys, I just want to show you that I've already now made a set of patterns after vigilantly looking at pictures and measuring and so on, and making sure that the firewall to where the openings of the holes go and so on is correct, and the measurements from the front to the back and so on goes. And I just want to show you quickly small little details that you pick up when looking at pictures and measuring and cross-referencing and so on, is that this door section, some of the Jaguars had two doors and some of them had only one door. And one of the small little details that I did pick up is that even though the passenger side door has got straight edges, this driver's side door is curved a little bit, like you'll see on this pattern. And those are the small little details that you pick up, and I think those are the little things that'll make this car even closer to what it should look like and make it look absolutely perfect. So that's why guys, it's so important to do your due diligence and make sure that you measure and check out pictures and scrutinize everything that you do over and over and over again, and then you'll pick up little small details like that. But apart from that, I think that I've now gotten that distance between the driver and passenger side right, and also the distance between the headrest and where that opening starts and the front and so on. And I think I've gotten everything more or less exactly what I would like them to be. So anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a marker and mark these patterns onto the aluminium, and then also just mark a little bit of a ridge a couple of centimeters wide all around, so that I've got a little bit of meat that I can fold over to make these holes nice and tidy, and then I can cut it out and start folding it over. So let's give that a go. Okay guys, so now that I have finished cutting these holes and I've just rounded them off roughly, I'm going to start with the backrests now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the center piece of aluminium that goes in between the driver and passenger side, and then I'm going to work off of that and start making these rounded pieces where the backrests go, and also finish off the sides on both sides and so on, and then slowly and gradually start eliminating all the visual pieces of steel by covering it with aluminium, so it'll look like the original car. Okay guys, time for an update. Excuse the noise, but it is raining outside, so the audio might be a little bit off. But guys, I have now finished with that centerpiece over there. On the original car, I did see that there was a hole there. I never knew what it was really for, maybe an inspection hole or service hole of some sorts. But I decided to retrofit or to make that a little cubby hole, and I think that's going to be awesome for putting your wallet and your cell phone and so on in there. And I think that if they had cell phones in the 1950s, they would have made that a cubby hole. But in any case, I've done that, and I've now, after making patterns, cut out these rear back supports, and I've just fitted them in there loosely. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be removing this top skin for the last time, so that I can then reach the back of these back supports and rivet them into the chassis, and then I'm going to start riveting them onto the centerpiece and so on. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put the skin back for the last time and rivet it all along the side and fix it on there finally, because then I can also do all the rivets and start bonding this thing onto the chassis forever. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to use this Sikaflex adhesive to just bond the ribs or the uprights to this skin. I don't think it's going to be necessary because this thing is tight, and after all these rivets it's going to stay there forever. But I just want to put that Sikaflex in between to also help strengthen it and also eliminate any chance of rattles or anything, or wind noise or anything like that. So I'm going to be doing that, and then we can see what it looks like. Let's go. Nice progress, guys. I'm done for the week. It's been raining on and off all the time, so please forgive the audio once again, but I cannot wait for the rain to stop for me to talk. But guys, this is what I was able to do this week. A whole lot of progress, and it really is looking awesome. This thing is solid and sturdy, and I've riveted most of everything together. I have not finished riveting the edges there and that side because there needs to come an aluminium beading all around these holes where the driver and passenger is going to sit, and I don't want to drill too much into this body before I put the beading there and then finally rivet everything together. But guys, that is it. I'm especially proud of this little cubby hole that I got there, and it's going to work well for a cell phone and so on. And that's it for this week. Next week I think I should be able to, I don't know, I'm always a little bit over optimistic, but I think I might be able to finish off at least just sealing the cab by making this front pieces by the firewall on both sides and doing the floor and the gear box housing. Now that I think of it, I don't think I'll be able to finish that in 1 week, but I'm gonna give it a go. I've got a little bit of a issue that I need to resolve, or a question that I have, and that is that the height of this chassis does not allow the driver to sit as low as I would like them to sit, or as low as the original car. So it's going to be a bit higher, so I'm probably going to have to slant the driver's seating position a little bit so that he will be able to sit as low as that they're supposed to. And also another thing that I'm not so sure of is the material that I'm going to be using for the floor. Just using aluminium might be a little bit noisy and sound, so I was thinking maybe to use some laminate wood like that, but marine grade, the same that I did on that little Austin that I built, and then covering it with some aluminium, and that will make it very, very strong and sturdy, so that I'll be able to put the seat there and so on, and someone will be able to climb in there without bending the aluminium or deforming it. But that's something that I'm going to think about over the next weekend. Maybe you guys can give me some of your input also on that. But that's it, and it's starting to rain something serious now, so I'm going to go inside and edit this video and bring it out, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Cheers.